Hey, this is CJ, downtown Shreveport, Louisiana, looking out of my window at the view, of course, that I've talked about of the LED lit bridge. Uh, LED lights basically all the way around. Uh, right here, under that tarp structured, is actually that used to be the hub of our city transit system. Uh, since that moved to uh, probably about it moved to the other side of the downtown region, just in by the main police station. Um, but they've been doing a music, like multiple bands have been playing. One of the perks of living this close to a venue like this is that I can just raise my window and hear some music coming in. It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing if I like the music, and it's a curse if it's something that I really don't care for and that plays like till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And there was an event, I'll tell you. I think it was like the Grambling game, and or something. It was some sort of like week where they were doing like something along with Grambling University. So these guys are doing a kind of a hillbilly version of Punk Rock Girl. I know the lyrics. I can hear it from here. That's so funny. That's so funny. But I talked about this in a video that I did some time ago. I think I was doing kind of an homage to Elvis Costello, uh, badly, and I did a video of it. And I talked about how punk rock music and comes from the same place as basically every uh, American genre of music, American-based genre of music, uh, but in particular folk and country, uh, pop and punk rock, and I think who was Billy Joel. He did a song, "Still Rock and Roll to Me," but it's the same basic chords. Not that the chords are basic, because there's some variations, but these musics, they all formed in the small towns, and people would learn how to play in their garages and their fields and in the barn, uh, hay hootenannies and stuff like that, and they would learn how to play, and then they would go to the big cities, and that is why CBGB's was named CBGB's in New York, country, uh, bluegrass, and country's blues and bluegrass, CBGB, whatever. But it has to do with the fact that they just really thought that that was going to be the next big wave of music, and in a way it was, but it happened simultaneously with a lot of other music, including what formed there were and some other bands around there. I mean, it wasn't the definitive. It wasn't like the only club, the only dive bar where punk music evolved from. But yeah, people would just get in there and just like slam on their instruments and sing what they felt. Uh, More of a youthful uh, music, but it was kind of cool. But okay, so I'm digressing. I'm talking about downtown Shreveport, Louisiana. This is a lovely venue. It's a privatized thing. On the other side of this building, uh, that right there, that's the United Jewelers building. On the other side of that is Festival Plaza, and they have events, Battle of the Bands. They have Mudbug Madness, where there's music. Downtown is filled with music. Uh, there are clubs and things. This is basically an outside club that they started up during the when the pandemic. Actually, they started it right before the pandemic. It had no pandemic response whatsoever, and it opened, and then they had to shut down, like everything did. And so yeah, it was like um, maybe sometime last year or something, they started to open up again and started to pull a draw in. And they used to do Sunday brunches with food trucks and things like that. Uh, there was like a lineup of many bands that played. I've been listening to them on and off all day. I just feel like I wanted to kind of give it a little homage and a little thanks. But yeah, like I said, there was a you know. Uh, oh, I think what it was. I was talking about like the Grambling. There was like some sort of thing. It was a big, it's a big local sports thing, a college thing, whatever. I don't really follow sports. I know that they were down there, and they were playing like booty dropping music like all night long. Like uh, you know, if you'll forgive the crude language, I'm speaking to adults. I hope children don't watch this video, but they were like playing, pop that pussy, that kind of stuff, and I felt that was like, for me, to be blasting across downtown, I thought it was inappropriate. And that was the one time I took issue with this venue being down here. Any other time where there's music downtown, even if it's heavy music, hard, there's like Battle of the Bands where they do like a hard music and stuff. I love it, and I'm not a prude, but if it's an outdoor event and it's near residential, because all this is outside of those casinos, all this is residential. There are some businesses, some lawyers, but even so there are children that live down here, families and stuff like that. So the music with the explicit lyrics, I'm not really offended by it, but I worry the effects that it has on small children. You know. Anyway, so that Grambling, that was the only time I had an issue, and I did. I sent out notes through email and stuff like that. I was like, that's crazy. That shouldn't, and it went on like all night. I love occasion to celebrate. I really did, but let's let the celebration be good for all. And the reason why I didn't get out today is because I'm sort of tired. I've been kind of like doing a lot of running around lately. I should be. As a matter of fact, we were going to go to the lake. I was going to take some beautiful videos of the lake, but this family event, it was like my great nephew's birthday party. It's being moved to the house because we're expecting some rain, which we do need the relief in this area. So I'm not going to complain too much about that. And it's being moved to the house, so we'll just go. We'll have a nice little birthday thing at the house, and then perhaps we'll go. I don't know, get together or see a movie or something like that. I don't know, afterwards. Okay, I've gone on almost 10 minutes. I'm not sure which band that is down there at the time, but I do love where I live. Love where you live. Do what you can. If you don't love where you live, do what you can to make where you live someplace you will love. And if that fails, pack your shit up and move to a place where you do love it. Make life is too short to be unhappy. I think I'm gonna hang on and hear, like, maybe if they start up another song. But yeah, they really kind of tripped me out with that hootenanny version of Punk Rock Girl, which basically, if you knew the original, you knew that it kind of sounded uh, uh, a little bit hee haw ish, if you know that show Hee Haw from the '70s into the '80s or whatever. So, it was, yeah. It was a bit satirical and everything. Oh my God, he's introducing a song. Whoever it is, they're talking more than I do when I talk about a song. um, I love this. Look, we have these lights up here that are changing on that rooftop, and then some traffic lights and some rooftop lights that are vibrant, with the bridge in the far background, and then the uh, casino and the lights lit up at the parking structure, and then the beautiful golden glow underneath that tarp covering. Cool. Well, let me let you guys go, or whatever. I'm gonna end the video so I can pay attention to the music. I love just being able to sit at my window and listen.